So I'm going to do my best here not to over smoke them. A lot of people talk about, and the people in the videos just throwing a bunch of smoke at them. Never actually hit straight into the hole, just trying to temper it a little bit. And we'll talk a little bit later in the video about what the smoke does. The purpose of this board placed in front of the entrance to the trap is to disrupt the pattern that the bees are used to seeing when they come out of the hive. It causes the bees to go, hang on a second, something's changed, and they go up above the hive, fly around, get reoriented so that they know how to make it back to their hive and make it back to their new location.
We do smoke this. That smoke, they communicate through pheromones, and that smoke is blocking their pheromone communication. And it's not really that it has to be blowing on them all the time, just kind of in this area is enough. And you can hit them again if they start to get a little weirded out.
This is my overall grand strategy for getting up to speed on, ultimately, I'd like to make some mead.
All right, next I'm gonna move the hive over to here so I can get into the top bar hive that they're going into. So this is the trap, and that's the top bar hive.
Feel free to check out my other videos. This is the third video in the series that I'm doing on beekeeping and learning it pretty much all on my own because of the quarantine conditions right now. It's still so amazing to me that this is working. How that trap worked, how it caught the bees is just incredible to me.
Might have just got hit. All right, so first thing, this was one of the hives that I burned. So if you go back and watch the first video, I burned some of them because they say you're also telling the bees that it's a hollowed out tree from a lightning strike. So this is a top bar hive. That we did already have baited. And obviously this hive was designed to be a low-tech hive made with simple tools, and it was actually designed for Africa. When you start to look at the Langstroth hives, they take a lot more carpentry skills, more tools, dove joints. They're tougher to make. These are a very simple hive. First one to come out. Now, this actually feels, they're putting a bunch of honey in there and it feels weak, like that thing is flopping around. On a top bar hive, you can't flip the bars around the way the other hives do. All of the rotation that you do has to be on that plane because that's where all the strength of that bar is. And they're building on that guide bar that I baited with both wax and old comb. Can you see the honey in the comb in there? Mm-hmm. I don't know how well you can see that honey in that comb. Nothing's capped. Real nice new fresh comb. We'll put that in as number one. Right there in our first tenants going into their new hive. Actually, I'm gonna put that, the first one, I'm gonna put as an empty bar to keep it right away from that edge. Whew. Now there was almost nothing in here 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and this is how far along they are. Would you look at how many bees are in this healthy hive? It's just as full on the other side. Both sides are as full as can be. I'm doing some scanning for a queen, but I don't necessarily see it right now. And I'm not seeing any capped or eggs, but a whole lot of pollen. And I think these bees are pretty happy with what they've got going on.
I did end up finding larvae later, so there is definitely a queen in there.
Ooh, they're off center. That's not good.
It's a problem I didn't see coming with the hives forming weighted towards one side of the bar.
I can't get the bar in because that comb is on there. So I'm having a little trouble getting this bar to rest in that hive because it's hitting the side. The top bar hive is actually designed to be more like a natural comb and fill that cavity in a triangular shape. So I'm gonna try to do my best to cut some of this away. Oh, cutting right off, pretty easy. Good sharp knife, Mark. How cool is that? Now you saw this on another video. You take the bar and you put it in at an angle, and hopefully you're pushing some of the bees out of the way as you do that, so you're not squishing them. Brush them out of the way some. No doubt they're going to attach that. That's going to get attached. Man, these bees will not stay out of that crack. Now, this one attached, I think, did not attach. But we're going to run it. It was loosely attached to the side of the swarm trap there. But we're going to run into the same problem with this not being centered. So we might have left them in there a bit long. Same thing going on with this one. Man, there's a bunch of bees in this thing. Still nothing capped. I don't see any brood comb. Don't really know what I'm looking for with a queen, so. That's only in cartoons. Now, in the comments down below, do me a favor, you see me making mistakes? Again, I'm new at this and I'm learning. I will listen to you as you make your comments. So down below, tell me where you think I may be being too rough, or this is all entirely new to me. So I will listen to the advice you give me. All right, so that was all 5. I'm gonna throw a couple more in, give them some room to grow now. And let's hope Her Highness made it over to that hive.
I don't think it works like that.
Whoop, just crushed one. Smoke up in the pot. Now the rest of these we'll let buzz around and find their way into this new hive. Actually, there's still a bunch in there. We'll let them find their way back into this new hive. We need to make a bunch more of these bars. That's the whole thing about them. We've transferred that trap over to the top bar hive. Hopefully over time they'll settle back into that hive. That queen is in there and they'll set up shop in there and continue their healthy growth. I'm amazed at how healthy looking of a hive this is and how many bees exactly were in that swarm that we picked up. I'm learning. Tell me what the next step is. Tell me where you think we go from here. So YouTube says that this video is perfect for your viewing habits. This is my latest upload, and over here is a playlist of all my beekeeping videos in this series that we're making. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click like, subscribe, share, and come on back for more.